Hi everybody. So I've had a couple of requests literally within the last couple days. Cochita and Barbara both requested some information on pressure canner maintenance and care because this is a tool and it's an investment. Even the Presto, which is still under $100, well, most of the time, that's still a pretty decent investment. So you want to make sure that you're taking care of it and you're making it last as long as you possibly can. A lot of times back in the day, maybe in some states, you could take your pressure canner to your local extension office and they would check the gauge for you. I know in Michigan, our extension office no. So that's not an option here in Michigan, but I'm not sure in your state. Check with your extension office. What you can do, though, what I have heard, is that you can take these to a car repair place, and they will have the equipment necessary to check the gauge to make sure that it's working right. Okay, so we've got a little bit of show and tell going on here. This is my newer one. So this gauge right here, okay? You want to make sure that that's working correctly if you're relying on that for your pressure. There are a couple different things with the pressure you can do, okay? These are only going to last so long. They really are. So you want to have a backup system. And if you go on Amazon, there's a weighted one that you can use, and it's 10, 15, 20 pounds, I think. They have a trio, I believe. I have to go back and look. It's been a while since I looked. I'm going to be migrating to that at some point this year because one of my favorite pressure canners to use is this great old vintage one that Phil found for me, okay? And you just don't know how old this is. You don't know how well it was taken care of. It seems to be doing really great right now, but it's something that I'm kind of, moving forward a little worried about. So check your pressure gauge if you can, if you have the ability to do so. If you don't really have the ability to do so, then they have these weights. I'll put a link here to the one on Amazon. I'm not affiliated to anything yet, you guys. I just haven't had time to even bother. But that will keep it at it's actually easier, as my understanding is, because it'll keep it at a constant 10 pounds of pressure, a constant 15 pounds of pressure, so you don't have to babysit it so much and fiddle with your stove to get it exactly where you need it. It just does it, which is a beautiful thing. It's really nice. So, okay, pressure gauge, and that is easily rectified with the weight. This is another thing you want to keep an eye on, and I'm not quite sure. It is called a vent pipe. Haha, there's my notes. Okay. And you want to look through it. You want to look through it and make sure that you can see, okay? And you just, right there, I can see you. So you look through it, you want to make sure there's nothing blocking it. Now, if something is blocking it, find a pipe cleaner, find a small brush. Do not stick a toothpick in there. The toothpick could break off and it could get stuck, and that is not helpful, okay? But you want to make sure that you can totally see through it. It's pretty cool. Can I totally see through this one? Yep, okay. Oh, no, we've got the cat's tail out of the way. Next is the ring. And the ring, what you can do for care on the ring is, on a regular basis, you want to take some kind of oil, olive oil, lard, a little bit, just not a lot, just a little bit. And it's kind of like moisturizing, and you want to put a little bit on there, okay? And that will keep it from becoming brittle and falling apart, because it's pretty much a given that it'll do it right when you don't need it to, okay? So you want to make sure that it fits the way it's supposed to and is not brittle and dry, because that seal is really important. Now, each Presto, depending on the model, takes different seals. So you want to check to see what model you have, the model numbers on the Presto, and let's see, I think it's on the bottom. Because this one has a patent number but not a model number, so it must be on the bottom. And you want to compare that on their website, okay? And it'll be a list, because not all Prestos use the same exact ring. and it's really important that you have one that fits your canner properly, okay? One of the other things that you want to do with your gauge, you want to make sure that's tight, okay? You want to make sure that that's not moving. With your pipe vent, your vent pipe, you want to make sure that's tight and that's not moving. You want to make sure that that's functioning the way that it's supposed to. You want to make sure that everything is on there good and snug, and you're not moving it or twisting it, it's not flip-flopping around. That's really important. Really, really important. Again, it's a tool, so take as good a care of it as you would anything that you're investing in that you're planning on using frequently or infrequently to put your food up. It's an important thing to me. I take better care of this than I do my toaster. Well, because I don't toast anything. But you can polish these if you really want to. So, see this thing right here? It's like a tape residue or something. I could spend time and get rid of that. It's just a little bit of silver polish. Takes care of the outside, makes it look shiny, new, and pretty. That's great. The inside, a little bit of vinegar, a little bit of cream of tartar. Will help clean up the inside. There's different recipes out there for it. But honestly, just make sure it's clean, okay? So after any canning session, I use some Dawn dish soap and some hot water. And I scrub the insides of it. I rinse it out really, really well. I wipe down my lid inside and out. I make sure that it's dry. I dry the racks. The racks normally end up going through the dishwasher, but I make sure those are dry, put those in, and then when it comes time to put this away, I store it with the lid on the canner like this, upside down, inverted, so that nothing can whack that gauge. Very important. You want to have that sitting like that. Okay, that's the safest thing and the best way to make sure that your pressure canner doesn't get damaged. Okay. So those are some of the real basic, easy to do, super easy maintenance things to take care of your pressure canner. If you take care of your pressure canner will continue to give and take care of you. Okay, so number 1, you want to make sure to keep it really clean. Number 2, you want to make sure that all of the knobs and everything on top are tightened the way that they should be. Number 3, you want to make sure that nothing is blocking the vent pipe. And do not ever stick a toothpick in there, please. Number 4, you want to make sure to oil your ring. Number 5, have a couple backup rings. They're really inexpensive. Just you have to find out what model number you're using, and then get the appropriate rings for that. Really super simple, guys. Our local hardware store carries them. I don't know where you are if they do, but they definitely have them on Amazon. Okay, so that's something to look for. Number 6, make sure your handles and all your knobs and everything are tightened. Number 7, make sure you keep it clean, and and number 8, when you store it, you want to make sure that you invert the lid so that the gauge and everything is inside the pot so that it does not get damaged. Those simple, easy steps will help you have a longer life with your pressure canner. It's a great thing. Pressure canners are a great tool if you take care of them. I hope everyone is having a really great night, had a really great weekend. It was nice and warm today, even though it was rainy. The whole family came by and we had dinner and played with the dog and did all kinds of other stuff. It's been kind of a crazy busy day. But Monday is tomorrow, and we're ready to rock and roll. Tomorrow, please check in, because I've had a couple people that have challenged me to do the 30 random facts. And I'm not kidding you, it has taken me a couple days to figure out 30 things about myself. I have no idea. No idea. But tomorrow, you'll know as much as I do, okay? So have a really wonderful night. Remember, if you like what we're doing here, please like, subscribe, share, invite your friends to come along, and remember to hit that little bell for notifications. We hope to see you all tomorrow. Until then, be safe. Bye.